I just startled a bunny rabbit. Hello everybody. We have Mr. Distributor all apart. Because we lost spark again, if you saw my short. This time though, I bought parts. New coil, which we will not use that. So we'll put that right back in the box. And new set of points that need to be set to 20 thou once I get that far. Yeah, unfortunately I was not able to find a new coil. Nobody in town has a 12-volt oil-filled internally resisted coil in stock. Yay me. Where did I set the screw? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's no bueno. Oh, seriously, where did I set the screw? Oh no. Oh no. It must have rolled on the ground. Unless I put it in my pocket. Did I put it in my pocket? Earbuds, O'Reilly's gift card, keys, receipt, trailer key, no screw. That is really not good. I don't see a screw anywhere on the ground. Nor one on the other side. You would think a screw would be pretty obvious against the green. I have one other place to check. Well, that's not good. I did not see the screw. It's not with the old one. I didn't put it back in like I normally do. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Das ist nicht gut. Das ist nicht gut. Put this guy back in at least so I don't lose him. And we're going to give him a little scrubby-dubby-dubby with our nail file here. And of course it came back out. Not perfect, but good enough. Because of course I could not find the wire here anywhere either. And it is a 5/16 nut. Yeah, I have the other 5/16 nut up here, which is where I should have had the screw as well. I already cleaned the other terminal before I went to the parts store. Oh, that's going to irritate me. I'm going to have to go get my big magnet, running around out here, and hope I come up with the screw, or try to find another screw that'll fit. That's always an option, right? I don't suppose they give you a new screw with any of this stuff. No, of course not. You're not supposed to lose your original. Yeah. That guy goes sliding right in there. And the points, when I find the screw, go right here. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to shut you off. Okay, so I'm back. Forgot to turn the camera on. I already put the points in. I found a different screw that fits. Turn my keys off. Yep. We got to get this and this both in here. Come on, get in there. And oh yeah, let's not ruin it. Why won't you go in there all of a sudden? Is that not open enough? That's probably it. There we go. And I don't know why I put the gloves back on. I already put cam lube on. It's literally just, oh come on, you pig. It's literally just a matter of getting this tightened up and testing it and hoping that we don't need a coil. All of the symptoms screamed condenser though. All right, now I remember why I put my gloves on. Gonna check EO spark, and I don't like getting zappy zapped. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull that off of there, stick it on here. Come on. There we go. And you guys aren't gonna be able to see this, but I can. Oh, great spark. She should run better than she has since I bought her. Which she did after I sanded the points too. But the coil was apparently already on its way out. So we're gonna, come on. What would be cool is getting a Pertronix electronic ignition in here. That'd be awesome. But since I have no idea what Pertronix would go in this, yeah, among other things. Oh, old man knees. All right, let me move some stuff. Anyway, always have a little baggie of screws of variety sizes somewhere. I always do, I'm saying. I would recommend it too for anybody who's gonna work on stuff. Let me get the old hat. Oh, who caught me being an idiot? Because I'm frustrated and irritated at having to do this and losing time. It has been a few hours of finding parts since the little short that I did about the one tire that's already on the other tractor, which had a leak, by the way. These are a two-piece valve stem, and it wasn't fully put together. So once I put the weight of the tractor on it, it started leaking. Didn't leak until then. All right. Helps if you put your distributor together the rest of the way before you try to use it. Ooh, those are fuddy cruddies. I'm gonna have to get in there with a small rotary tool at some point and really give those a thorough cleaning. But they've been working, and I just scrubbed the worst of it off. Should just get a new cap. But if I'm going to look into getting a Pertronix electronic distributor and getting a new cap would be a waste of money. The only reason we got the other parts is because I need it working today. Let's see, level you guys out a little bit. Move you back some. We'll see if she fires up, eh? Fingers crossed. Neutral. Neutral. Okay, you guys are gonna have to just be this far back. There's not enough room for everybody and the other tractor and everything all in here. Of course, I gotta move my tire blocks, my jacking platform, all that stuff. so far, there we go. So far, that's been way easier. And this one, freely rotate. The other one did not, which made getting the slot lined up with the locking bar very difficult. This one should be pretty easy. Okay, so little trick so you don't have to lift these heavy buggers up. Lower your jack, get the top on, put your clamps on most of the way, not 100% tight, but enough that the tire can't fall off and whack you. And then you just go the rest of the way. Let me see if I can't just wiggle this a little closer first. I might as well bring you guys closer, since it doesn't look like I'm going to need the Massey. Good thing. Uh-oh. Hang on. Hang on, guys. Whoop. Power cord issues. All right, now let me see what's your view. Let's tilt you down a little bit. There we go. So I'm just kind of rocking this thing back and forth to get it as close as I can prior to letting the wheel down. And I ain't gonna have to let it down much. That's nice. All right, let's get it rotated around roughly where it needs to be. Once you get it on, you can adjust it a little bit. You know, with the tire. Coming down slow. Maybe. There it goes. Whoop. Quite a dunner. There we go. I can already see that's going to have to get adjusted a little bit, so do that now as much as I can. So now I'm going to take two of my blocks. I'm going to set them on here. Oh, I'm going to be able to get that one on. So I guess we're doing it with one on this tire. Set it on there. Grab a nut, thread that on there, tighten it down a little bit here, just like that. We're not going to go hog, ham, whatever on it. That's pretty close to lining up. Let's see what we did. Did her. Ta-da! That's it. She's on. That was so much easier than the other one. So much easier. Of course, most of the fight with the other one was between keeping the Massey running and getting it up high enough, which I mentioned in the short, if you watched it. And I'm not cleaning anything up right now. At some point in the future, when I have a workshop at the permanent home, this whole tractor is going to get stripped. A lot of mechanical work done on it, painted. You watch Just a Few Acres Farms, good old Pete there. I wish he hadn't retired from YouTube, but I understand why he did. Anyway, you watch him do his tractors. That's my goal. I can't put that one on yet. The other rim had one like this too. The nut. It's not the inside nut. Not all the way down. Unfortunately, the impact won't beat that. So, I'm going to drop something bouncing off the foot. Maybe not. So we get the big old 1 inch. That's what these are. And see if we can crank her down by hand. I can even get on it. Not really. Keep a tight one. Oh. Alright, that'll do. It's not perfect, but again, if we're gonna redo the whole tractor at some point, no need to go overboard right now. The wheels, tires, and rims will stay on the wheel. Everything will stay together. Alright. Now, we're going to run these in with our impact. Skip one, do one. Skip one, do one. Skip two, because that one's not been done, but you don't want to do two right next to each other. And this one has been done. You skip two. Do that one. Skip one. Whoop. Do that one. Skip one. Last one. Tires on. Nope, I'm not going to torque wrench them. They'll be fine. I check them pretty regularly before I use the tractor. I have a little bit of paranoia. Also, I'm a truck driver. Pre-tripping is a thing. Okay. That goes that. Ooh. There's my wrench. Clean it up. That one's got plenty of air in it. Step back here so you guys can most likely see me. Maybe I'll tilt you back up now. Hang on. And we'll shut the Massey off. She was running smooth at least. All right, so we are still up in the air. We're not 100% done, but fingers crossed this one doesn't leak out of the valve stem when I let her down. Something funny that I'll share with you guys. Oh, there's my wrench. Good, put that away. See how this rim's yellow? It has a two-piece locking bar there. It's a John Deere rim. One on the other side is an IH rim. The old set, same way, one of each. Doesn't matter. These old tractors like this, they were pretty interchangeable. Not 100%. There were a few oddballs, but in general, they were pretty doggone interchangeable. Whew. I'm hot. And it's not even that hot today. Ay, ay, ay. Alrighty. Let's bring her down. Get the screw jack out, our safety block. Although we might have to put it back in depending. And oh, come on. There we go. Get our wood block out of there. There's our 12-ton hydraulic, which I've been doing this job with. First time using it since I bought it for, I think, $5. Doesn't have its own handle, so I had to borrow the handle from the hydraulic press, but whatever, it works. Holy crap, guys. I think we're ready to hook the jump pack back up, fire the old girl up, and take her for a little toot around the block, eh? Ah, shoot, trailer's kind of in the way. I left the trailer parked in the alley. That's all right. I think I can get past it. Maybe. Well, if not, I'll just go out all the way around the block and back in. Actually, I'll go the other direction, so it's all right turns. Suppose I should take you guys with me, huh? I gotta move the Massey first. And I'll bring you guys back when I'm ready to drive. See you in a bit. Here in post, I decided to not combine these two into a single video, so the ride on the tractor will be in the next video, which should be tomorrow. For now, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.